South Africa, a land of breathtaking beauty. A land of diverse cultures, but also a land haunted by its past. The specter of apartheid still looms large. For decades, this system of racial segregation cast a dark shadow over the nation. It brutalized and dehumanized its black citizens, and at its core was the issue of land. Apartheid laws stripped black South Africans of their ancestral lands. Millions were forcibly removed. They were pushed onto barren reserves. Meanwhile, the white minority enjoyed the spoils of fertile farms and sprawling estates. This injustice, this deep wound, continues to shape South Africa today. Even with the end of apartheid in 1994, the land issue remained a burning ember. The promise of restitution, of returning stolen lands, remained largely unfulfilled. Frustration grew. The gap between rich and poor, black and white, continued to widen. And into this tinderbox of tension came a new spark, a controversial land expropriation law. Enter Donald J. Trump, the former reality TV star turned leader of the free world. Never one to shy away from a controversy, Trump waded into the South African debate with his trademark bluster. He fired off a tweet, as is his way, accusing the South African government of seizing land from white farmers. Trump, with the subtlety of a sledgehammer, threatened to cut off all U.S. aid to South Africa. He even hinted at launching an investigation into what he called large-scale killings of farmers. The international community watched with bated breath. Was this the start of a new diplomatic row? Trump's words did not land on deaf ears. They struck a chord with some, particularly within certain segments of the white South African community, who felt their concerns were being ignored. But for many others, both in South Africa and abroad, Trump's pronouncements reeked of hypocrisy and a lack of understanding of the complexities of the situation. Cyril Ramaphosa, South Africa's president, a man known for his calm demeanor and measured words, found himself in the unenviable position of having to respond to Trump's tirade. Ramaphosa, a veteran of the anti-apartheid struggle, chose his words carefully. He emphasized that South Africa's land reform program was not about seizing land, but about redressing the injustices of the past. He pointed out that the proposed law would follow a clear legal process, with fair compensation offered to landowners. Ramaphosa also highlighted the fact that the majority of land in South Africa was still owned by a small minority of the population. He argued that land reform was essential for economic growth and social stability. His message was clear. South Africa would not be bullied by outside forces. It would chart its own course. Section 4, Musk in the middle. A tech titan weighs in. Adding another layer of intrigue to this international drama was the involvement of Elon Musk, the South African-born tech entrepreneur. Musk, a man who seemed to exist in a world of electric cars and space exploration, suddenly found himself embroiled in a heated political debate. Musk, who had previously clashed with the South African government over their handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, echoed some of Trump's concerns. He expressed his worry that land expropriation without compensation would deter foreign investment and harm the South African economy. Musk's comments sparked a wave of criticism, with many accusing him of siding with the privileged few. Others defended his right to speak his mind, highlighting the importance of free speech. Musk's intervention, whether intentional or not, shone a spotlight on the debate, drawing in a global audience. Section 5, A World on Edge: Tariffs and the Future of Trade. The Trump-Ramaphosa spat over land reform unfolded against a backdrop of rising global trade tensions. Trump, a firm believer in protectionist policies, had already slapped tariffs on goods from China, Mexico, the European Union, and others. He argued that these tariffs were necessary to protect American jobs and businesses. However, Trump's tariffs were met with retaliation from trading partners. The European Union in particular hit back with tariffs of their own on American goods like bourbon and motorcycles. The trade war, as it came to be known, caused uncertainty in the global economy, with businesses and consumers alike feeling the pinch. The South African land expropriation controversy, while seemingly unrelated to trade, highlighted the interconnectedness of the global economy. Trump's threats to cut aid to South Africa sent a message to the world that he was willing to use economic leverage to achieve his political goals.